Hello and welcome to the People's Lawyer channel. It's the final installment of the live in-person talk Disclosure 2022, an update filmed in Dorking in October of 2022. Part 8, the future. Post-truth smart world versus the new earth. There will be two domains. One essentially will be virtual and unreal, and one will be real. At the moment we're in a mishmash. We're all over the place at the moment. In the transitional period, total chaos will rule. Nobody will quite know where they are. But when the dust settles, we will know. We'll be on the earth, and the terminals, the terminally hypnotized, will be in the smart world. In the metaverse, and the life expectancy, as I hinted before, in the metaverse will be about 40. Unless you've taken life-enhancing technology and they deem you worthy of it, in which case they will artificially keep you going to 42 probably. Meet the metaverse family. Oh, don't these look yummy, these people. So healthy and human. Transhumanism is not turning robots into humans, but humans into robots. Borgs. I think the screen appeared before, but I don't think I used the word. It's Borgs. Homo Borg was the word I could have called out before. Homo Borg. So that's what they're looking for. It's humanoids. So there will be an Earth populated by humans, that's us, and humanoids. Borg type, cyborg type. In the world of humanoids, it will all be about service to self. So they will be operating the full-on narcissistic program. Meanwhile, on Earth, we will be enjoying things like the phytoncides. Phytoncides are the chemicals given off by forests that calm you down. They won't have any of that in the smart world. That's why they will need drugs and sugar and hypnosis, more hypnosis, distractions. But we'll be calm because we'll be surrounded by trees with their phytoncides, lowering cholesterol. That's what phytoncides do. It's incredible how much I've learned thanks to Hovis 19. I knew none of this before. Well, not none of it, but very little of it. It's incredible. What a gift. Your soul family, that's who you will be with on earth. Those who gather around you based on energy and essence, not on blood, race or status. They bring you unconditional love and support when you need it most and share the same energetic vibration. You come together as one. On the new earth, we will have service to others, barter, exchange, gift. So during the transition, there'll be some form of currency, but ultimately the currency will just be love and compassion and value and exchange of creativity and service. Time banking. I don't think there'll even be a need for time banking, to be honest, because that adds a level of distrust, doesn't it? We'll just be in touch with each other and ourselves, and we'll just do what needs doing when it needs doing. But all these transitional things will come that will help us towards that glorious future. On this new earth, we will be self-responsible. Another thing that is removed from our thinking and our system at school, self-governance, jural assemblies. Probably won't need those, but transitionally we might. Peaceful dispute resolution and lawful community assemblies. While people are transcending from Humpty Dumpty Numpties to powerful masters, which is not going to happen overnight. So we will need the more mature people, certainly over 52, to lead the way. Not become leaders as in other people follow, but leaders as in guides, mentors, people of extra special trust that we know will do the work. Transitioning. This is more back towards the present. We have to be conscious of potential problems. Again, not bypassing, saying, no, I'm a positive thinker, nothing bad can happen to me. Bollocks. That's not how life works. Emergency prepping is what we need to be doing. I've been prepping for months. Self-sufficient is what we need to aim towards. So growing your own veg. Building community. Interdependency, not codependency on the system. So we're building interdependency. That involves trust and going against Everything that we've ever been told is true, that you can't trust anyone, they're just going to take and never give back. But we're meeting people that we can trust, and not just can, but have to. That's our lifeline. The trust that we build, the communities that we build, will be our lifeline to this glorious future. So we have to forgive and forget all those that have ever breached our trust. They didn't really exist. These narcissists that appeared to spoil our fun when we were younger didn't really exist. We co-created them because we weren't ready to have a glorious life. Once we prove that we are, they disappear, and now they're taking the jab. They are literally disappearing. Right, our job is done. I've ruined enough lives. Now I'll ruin my own and take the jab. So you can just stand by while they self-eliminate. That's what they're doing. They're self-eliminating. Transitioning. Realign. So if a service is offered that is not in alignment with your values, don't go for it. Realign to a more local, a more responsible, a more ecological, more organic situation. Use cash wherever possible. Keep the card in your pocket. Get the cash out as often as possible. Today's problems are the result of yesterday's thinking. Be the change you want to see. Our future is created by our beliefs. Those who stand on their rights harm no one. So now that you know your rights, now it's time to start standing on them and doing no harm. Those who do not stand on their rights have none. Those rights only come into existence when you stand on them. Otherwise they're invisible, non-existential. So to exit the matrix, slow down, find your purpose, find your tribe. Because remember, the matrix is quickening, it's accelerating. They even have a concept now called accelerationism. And it symbolizes the fact that everything in the matrix is speeding up. All you have to do to detach from the matrix is go in the opposite direction. You just slow down. You were working 6 days, work 4. You were working 5 days, work 3. You're slowing down. All those people in the matrix, you'll soon become invisible to them. Because you're too slow. It's like a Star Trek episode. There is an episode where the cells of some of the crew get accelerated and they become invisible, so it's the reverse process. You slow down, and those who are having the acceleration, you'll become invisible to them. Find your tribe. The higher your vibe is, the smaller your tribe is. It's not that there's that many out there if you're really being responsible, but they are there, and I'm seeing evidence that a tribe of 3 is all you need, the power of 3. A tribe of 3, we don't need these massive groups. 3 people coming together in 1,000 different locations, that's all we need. The biggest existential threat is the WHO treaty, and we need to be mindful of that. I've got remedy for that on the website. It's called a statutory rejection notice and a non-consent notice. So I'm just throwing that in so that we don't get too dreamy, that we stay grounded. And that would be something that does threaten indirectly, at least the expression of our freedom. So we have to now rehearse our privacy and our sovereignty so that when they pull the Joker card out, that we're ready. And you practice now. While there's no pressure, get your sovereignty practice, get your health back. Get everything as close to 100% as possible. Get cracking. So we have a statutory rejection notice, and there's a video. The one for the WHO non-consent notice is, there's a video, explanatory or tutorial video for both. One is called A Line in the Sand. There's 2 lines in the sand. That's for the WHO one. And then the statutory rejection notice has also got its own video tutorial on the website. There's your WHO Pandemic Treaty Non-Consent Notice. You know that it exists, you know where to find it. And if all you have to do is go on the website, and you'll be able to find it under free downloads or just downloads. Deregister from your GP. If you know that you can create 100% health, and you can, then deregister. This is all part of going grey, below the radar. You don't want your GP to know where you are, because they'll snitch on you to NHS. NHS will snitch on you to the United Nations, and the United Nations will snitch on you to the WHO and the troops, who allegedly look like asylum seekers, but they're UN troops. We have to be very, very mindful without being frightened, because there's still 60 million of us, only about 100,000 of them. And there's a lot of people who've got their own preparedness measures, peacekeepers and lawful constables and people that can defend the peace. Red alert, those who can be convinced to believe absurdities can equally be convinced to commit atrocities. Saw a video recently of a apparently devout Christian, born again arguably, emming and effing, so mother effering, to someone who was upsetting her because he wasn't compliant in some way, he wasn't wearing a mask. It was demonic possession. So this apparent believer in Christ, you could tell if she had a gun, she'd be shooting him. You could just tell by her demeanour. She was off her head. Now imagine if someone is an atheist or drunk or whatever and they go off their head. There's nothing holding them back now. Get locally organised. Prep and connect. Use de-googled gadgets. And I'm doing all of this. Got a de-googled phone and de-googled laptop. Go access your own water. Well, I'm on land, so we could douse for it and look for some. CB radio, better than walkie-talkies because you've got a better range. But I've got both. And be prepared to leave the city at fairly short notice. So this thing about letting go, it includes your assets. Let them go. I've done the decorating on this house for 50 years. I'm not like that. Let it go. When you're at war, you don't say something like, well, I'm a bit attached to this house, so I think I'll just stay here and tough it out. That's not what a warrior does. A warrior goes to wherever a warrior needs to be. Now a bit of promotion. Book and talk. School No Place for Children. Well, it's a talk. It's going to evolve into the evils of modern schooling. It was actually a talk called School No Place for Children. It was filmed at Glastonbury Symposium. You can find it on YouTube. There's a book. I've got copies here on sale for £20. There's the privacy course. All you have to do is, rather than me go on and on about it, join the website, subscribe to the newsletter, and you will have details. The course, it's online, live online. Most of it is downloadable, and then we have a live Q&A based on the materials over 6 sessions, 6 live Q&As. There's the website, thepeopleslawyeruk.com. That's all you need to know, I think, for now. The channels, The People's Lawyer channel, Telegram, YouTube. It's actually technically The People's Lawyer UK on YouTube. People's Lawyer on Telegram and BitChute. There you go, folks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in to part 8, The Future, on the series based on the live in-person talk, Full Disclosure 2022, an update. That's the last installment. Stay tuned for future videos and future live in-person talks. In particular, the live in-person talks aimed at mums, dads, boys and girls, which will be from nightmare to dream, exiting the matrix safely and effectively. That's the next planned live talk. Stay tuned to updates on the website and emails to let you know where that is taking place. Thank you once again, everyone, and see you sometime very soon. Bye for now.